Who would have thought, eh? 1918. Well, I sure as heck didn't tip the Eels, but man, what a game, what a victory. Jared Haynes looking very good. I hope he plays fullback in Origin. But anyway, hi guys. Last week I did pretty well in the tips. I actually went with all the favourites in the end. I've been going with the favourites generally. It's one thing I wanted to tell you guys or remind you guys, if you're sitting at the top of your comp or near the top, stick with the favourites generally. If you're mid-table, yeah, you have to tip an upset or two, and if you're at bottom of the table, of course, you're going to have to tip an upset or two. But I've been tipping the favourites. Generally, if you tip the favourites, you'd be hitting about 5 or 6 a week out of 8, so it's quite good. This week, the Broncos versus the Titans. The Broncos are the favourites, but the Titans could cause an upset here. I'm going with the Broncos, but the Broncos are without Hodges, Hannett, Prince, and maybe Maguire. So, yeah, the Titans could win away, but I'm going with the Broncos because they are favourites for a number of reasons. Souths versus Tigers. Souths definitely. Tigers have put Benji on the bench, so yeah, go with Souths. Dragons versus Eels, sorry. Man, it's gonna be hard to not support these boys again, but I'm gonna have to go with the Dragons. Unfortunately, they are the favourites, and yeah, I mean they should really win this one. They were unlucky, I think, to lose last week, and they have the team to win. The Dragons, the Eels, it's just too hard to really back them with confidence. So go with the Dragons. Panthers versus the Warriors. The Panthers have won 2 in a row now, and they caused a massive upset against the Storm last week. I mean, again, it's hard to back the Panthers, and the Warriors looked great against the Bulldogs in the first half. They were winning. They just let it slip, but it's hard to back the Panthers. But again, the Panthers are favourites, so I'm going with the Panthers. Cowboys versus the Roosters. No one's really a favourite in this match, no side, so I'm going with the Roosters. They're missing Warrior Hargreaves, but the Roosters managed to score against the Eagles at Bookie without him, and I mean, they've just got a fantastic side. And the Cowboys have looked a bit shaky, even with Thurston and Bowen in the side. Bowen hasn't really been at his best, so I'm going with the Roosters away, which is going to be a tough one for them. Sharks versus the Raiders. The Raiders look hot, man. Yeah, Ferguson, did you see him last week? Man, he looked really good. He may get picked for Origin now. The Sharks, they are consistent, so I'm going to stick with the Sharks at home. And the Raiders, as you know, are normally up and down. Very good at home and very bad away. And they're away, so I'm going with the Sharks. Knights versus the Bulldogs. I mean, I've seen a few commentators, etc., tipping the Knights for an upset here against the Bulldogs, but I can't go past the Bulldogs. They're on the up, and they have a few of their key players back now. They're on the up. I would stick with the Bulldogs for now. The Knights, although they've lost 2, to lose 3 in a row is probably unheard of. Very, very rare under Wayne Bennett. So, and they're at home, so that could be an upset there, guys. But I'm going with the Dogs. Storm versus the Eagles. I have to go with the Storm again. They should not lose 3 in a row. In fact, I read somewhere that Slater, Cronk, Smith, and Widdop, when they play together, I don't think they've lost more, 2 in a row ever, other than just recently, the last 2 weeks. So to lose 3 in a row is just ridiculous. So I'm going with the Storm at home. Cheers.